What is a pre-existing injury in a personal injury claim? One of the most common issues that come up in a personal injury case is a pre-existing injury. It's also one of the most common defenses used by defendants and insurance companies. The personal injury attorneys at Berg Injury Lawyers know that it is critically important for victims and their families to understand what a pre-existing condition is and how it can be used by the defense in order to minimize the maximum amount of compensation that a victim may be entitled to under the law. Generally speaking, a pre-existing injury is a health condition or injury that existed before the accident in question. It could be a chronic condition like back pain, a previous injury that hasn't fully healed, or any medical issue you had prior to the accident. In personal injury cases, pre-existing injuries can significantly impact the value of your claim. Insurance companies often try to use them to reduce compensation, arguing that your current pain or disability isn't solely due to the accident. Sometimes they will even argue that you weren't injured at all in the accident. However, the truth that defendants and insurance carriers don't want to admit is that having a pre-existing condition does not bar a victim from recovering compensation. Rather, if the accident aggravated or worsened your pre-existing condition, you may be entitled to compensation for that additional harm. In order to properly handle a pre-existing injury after a personal injury accident, there are some important steps that victims must take, including 1. Disclose all pre-existing conditions to your attorney right away so they can address it right from the start of your case. 2. Gather medical records documenting your health before the accident because that will likely need to be disclosed to the opposing counsel. 3. Seek immediate medical attention after the accident and document all of your injuries, explaining to providers how they are different than the past or worse now. 4. Identify witnesses who can offer testimony as to your condition before and after an accident. Due to the complexity and risk involved with cases involving pre-existing injuries, always seek out skilled and knowledgeable legal representation like ours. To learn more about how our experienced personal injury attorneys in Northern California at Berg Injury Lawyers can help you, contact us today by dialing 866-928-4640 for a free consultation, or reach out to us through our website at berginjurylawyers.com.